When it comes to Stoicism, one of the key principles is cultivating virtues that bring respect, admiration, and even inspiration from those around us. Stoicism isn't about gaining others' approval, but when you practice its principles sincerely, you naturally start to be more valued by others. The changes Stoicism brings are subtle yet powerful, transforming your character and behaviors in ways people can't help but notice. One of the foundational ways Stoicism can make you more valued is by building your resilience. Life is filled with challenges, and most people get frustrated, give up, or grow anxious under stress. But when you respond with resilience, the way Stoicism teaches, people around you see someone steady and composed, even in tough times. When they see you consistently calm and grounded, they know they can depend on you. You become the person who doesn't lose control, who faces setbacks without letting them define you. This resilience is not only inspiring, but it also reassures those around you. People are drawn to stability, and your ability to stay composed, regardless of what's happening, makes them value your presence. Another critical aspect is how Stoicism helps you manage emotions, especially anger. When you're not reactive, when you don't let irritation or frustration rule your actions, people respect that. In our fast-paced world, it's rare to meet someone who isn't easily offended or who can handle criticism without lashing out. If you can be that person who listens instead of reacting, who understands rather than retaliates, it leaves a mark. People begin to value you as someone who can handle tough conversations without letting things get personal. This ability to keep your cool, to focus on understanding rather than getting defensive, makes people see you as someone wise and emotionally mature. Stoicism also brings an unmatched level of empathy to your interactions. Often misunderstood as a philosophy of emotional detachment, Stoicism actually encourages deep compassion, as it teaches us to see ourselves in others. The Stoic practice of reflecting on others' experiences, seeing their fears, their struggles, and their hopes, allows you to connect with people in a genuine way. When you're truly empathetic, people feel it. They know you aren't judging them, that you're there to understand. This trust makes you someone they turn to, a person they confide in, because they know you'll respond with kindness, not judgment. Then there's the practice of humility. In Stoicism, arrogance is seen as a weakness, while humility is a strength. Stoics don't boast about their achievements or expect special treatment. They understand that we're all equal in the grand scheme of things. When you practice humility, people notice that you're not out to prove anything, that you don't look down on others. This attitude not only makes people feel respected, but also valued in your presence. By showing that you don't consider yourself superior, you lift others up, creating an atmosphere where they feel appreciated and respected. This humility builds deep respect because it shows that you see others as equals, that you don't let ego get in the way of real connection. One often overlooked trait in Stoicism is consistency, the idea of being the same person in all situations. A Stoic doesn't change their principles based on who they're with or what they're going through. This consistency in a world where people are often unreliable is refreshing. When others know they can count on you to be fair, to be just, and to stick to your word, they value you more. You become a rock, a person who doesn't waver based on external circumstances. Your values and your actions align consistently, and this integrity is a rare quality that makes people respect and trust you even more. The Stoic practice of focusing on the present moment also deeply impacts your relationships. When you're not distracted, when you're fully present in conversations and interactions, people feel that. You're not checking your phone or thinking about what's next. You're giving them your full attention. This presence is rare, and it creates a sense of importance for the other person. They see that you value them because you're truly listening and engaging with them. Being present in this way makes people feel heard, and that feeling is something they don't forget. It makes them look forward to spending time with you because they know they'll have your complete attention. Another way Stoicism brings value to your relationships is by helping you become non-judgmental. Stoics understand that each person has a unique path, shaped by countless factors outside their control. Instead of being quick to judge, a Stoic looks deeper, understanding that we're all flawed and learning in our own ways. This approach makes people feel accepted around you. They don't fear judgment or criticism because they know you're someone who understands and accepts them as they are. This quality attracts people because, in a world full of criticism and competition, being around someone who doesn't judge is refreshing. They value you as someone who accepts them fully, making your presence a place of comfort. Gratitude is another trait Stoicism brings into our lives. When you consistently practice gratitude, people around you feel uplifted. A Stoic isn't focused on what's missing, but appreciates what's present, finding joy in small things and valuing others for who they are. This gratitude spills over into your interactions as you're constantly appreciating the people in your life. Instead of taking things for granted, you recognize others' efforts, making them feel valued. This makes people want to be around you, knowing that their presence and contributions are noticed and valued. It's a simple yet profound shift that makes a big difference in how people perceive and value you. Another powerful way Stoicism increases your value to others is through your ability to let go of grudges. Holding on to anger or resentment can damage relationships, but Stoics practice forgiveness, understanding that holding on to anger only harms oneself. When you don't hold grudges, people feel safe around you, knowing that mistakes or disagreements won't destroy your relationship. This ability to move on, to let go of past misunderstandings, builds trust. People value you more because they know that, with you, mistakes aren't the end of the road. They can trust that even if things get tough, you're someone who values harmony over ego. There's the Stoic practice of leading by example. Stoics believe in acting on their principles rather than preaching them. When you embody the virtues of patience, courage, and wisdom, people notice. They see that you're not just talking about ideals, you're living them. This silent example is powerful as it inspires others to elevate themselves. People value you because your actions, not just your words, set a standard they respect. They know that you're genuine, that the values you speak of are the values you live by. It creates a deep respect, a form of admiration that's built not on words but on consistent, honorable actions. In practicing these Stoic virtues, you transform how people see you and interact with you. Your presence becomes something people look forward to and value, as you offer calm, acceptance, understanding, and integrity in a world where these qualities are increasingly rare. Building on the foundation of these Stoic virtues, let's consider how the Stoic approach to self-discipline further enhances the respect people have for you. Self-discipline means you're not easily swayed by temporary desires or fleeting emotions. When people see that you don't indulge in every impulse, that you're selective and purposeful in your actions, it communicates a quiet strength. It shows you're in control, not controlled by outside influences or internal whims. This restraint is compelling because, in a world where instant gratification is the norm, a disciplined individual stands out as someone with focus and purpose. People value this quality deeply because it demonstrates reliability. They know you're not easily distracted or influenced by trivial matters, making them trust that your actions align with well-considered values. Alongside discipline comes a unique approach to responsibility. Stoics believe that they are accountable for their own reactions, decisions, and behavior. They don't shift blame or make excuses when things go wrong. If you consistently take ownership of your actions, even in challenging situations, people notice and respect that. It's easy to point fingers, but it takes strength to own up and learn from mistakes. This level of accountability makes people around you feel safe, knowing that you won't sidestep responsibility when things get tough. You're the person who steps up and makes things right, even if it requires personal sacrifice. This trait alone can make others value you deeply, as they see you're someone who doesn't just talk about integrity, but lives it every day. Stoicism also encourages a form of silent kindness that is both humble and genuine. It's about doing good without seeking recognition or praise. Small acts of kindness, done without expectation of reward, have a powerful effect on those around you. People feel the sincerity of these actions, and they come to appreciate your quiet generosity. By helping others selflessly, whether it's offering advice, giving your time, or simply being there to listen, you're creating an atmosphere of warmth and support that people gravitate toward. They know that with you, kindness isn't transactional. This genuine concern for others builds lasting bonds, as people come to see you as a person who values them not for what they offer, but simply for who they are. Another way Stoicism makes you more valued is through your unwavering pursuit of wisdom. Stoics believe that learning and growth are lifelong endeavors, and they are constantly reflecting, reading, and engaging with challenging ideas. When people see that you're committed to improving yourself, that you're open to learning and evolving, it's inspiring. It signals that you don't assume you have all the answers. Instead, you're constantly refining your understanding and approach. This humility in learning makes people respect you, as it shows that you're not closed off or arrogant. Instead, you're willing to adapt, to listen, and to seek out truth, even when it challenges you. Others will admire and value you for this openness, as it shows that you're committed not only to self-improvement, but also to bringing that wisdom into your relationships. Another subtle yet profound impact of Stoicism is in how it teaches you to minimize drama and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Stoics focus on what matters, avoiding petty arguments and pointless debates. When you're not reactive or easily drawn into conflicts, people begin to see you as someone who brings peace, not chaos. They appreciate your ability to stay out of drama and keep your relationships clean of unnecessary tension. This non-confrontational approach makes people feel at ease around you, knowing that you won't blow things out of proportion or create friction over trivial matters. They value your presence because it's calming. With you, they can focus on what truly matters, not get lost in minor issues. Patience is yet another Stoic quality that makes you more valued by others. In Stoicism, patience is seen as a strength, a virtue that allows us to wait for things without growing frustrated or anxious. When others see that you're patient with situations, patient with their growth, and patient with yourself, it leaves an impression. Patience is a rare quality in a world that demands immediate results. People notice and value your ability to wait calmly, especially during difficult times. They know that you won't rush them or judge them harshly, that you understand growth and success are gradual processes. This patience builds trust and respect, as people see that you're not just focused on quick outcomes, but on steady, enduring progress. Stoicism's emphasis on self-reflection also plays a key role in building respect and admiration from others. Stoics regularly take time to reflect on their actions, thoughts, and motives, striving for self-awareness. This reflection helps you identify areas for improvement and keeps you grounded, reminding you of your values. When others see you engaging in self-reflection, when they see you own up to mistakes and genuinely work on becoming a better person, it inspires them. They value you as someone who doesn't assume they're perfect, but instead actively works on themselves. This kind of humility is rare, and people value it because it makes you relatable, human, and most importantly, sincere. Equanimity or mental calmness is another vital Stoic quality that transforms how others view you. Stoics practice staying calm and centered no matter the external circumstances. When people see that you don't panic in emergencies or get flustered by unexpected problems, they value you as a source of stability. Your calmness under pressure can be incredibly reassuring, especially in group settings where anxiety or stress can easily escalate. People begin to value you as someone who brings a sense of control and reason, as your calm demeanor naturally influences others, helping them feel grounded as well. Stoicism's focus on purposeful action impacts how others view your value. In Stoicism, Every action should align with one's core principles and values. This intentional approach means that your actions are thoughtful and meaningful rather than impulsive or shallow. When people see that you don't waste time on trivial pursuits, that you're driven by a sense of purpose, it leaves a lasting impression. They value you as someone who is reliable, who puts thought into what they do, and who doesn't act out of mere habit or whim. This sense of purpose is contagious. People around you start to feel motivated to find their purpose too, creating a shared sense of meaning and fulfillment in your relationships. Through these subtle, consistent practices, Stoicism doesn't just make you more valued, it builds deep, enduring respect and admiration from those who see you live out these principles day by day. Expanding on how Stoicism enhances your value to others, let's look at the way it strengthens your decision-making. Stoics prioritize rationality, making choices based on wisdom and reason rather than impulsive emotions or fleeting desires. When people see that your decisions are thoughtful, well-grounded, and not swayed by temporary moods, they come to trust your judgment. They begin to value your input and opinions because they know you're not driven by whims or pressured by emotions. This rational approach to decision-making sets you apart, and others will often seek you out for advice, valuing your perspective as balanced, insightful, and reliable. Stoicism also cultivates a strong sense of justice, which becomes evident in how you treat others. Stoics believe in fairness and integrity, doing what's right even when it's not convenient. When people see you consistently act with fairness and avoid favoritism, it builds respect. They see that you're committed to equality, that you don't treat people differently based on personal gain or preferences. This sense of justice creates a solid foundation of trust because others know they can rely on you to be impartial. When they see that you advocate for fairness and stand up for what's right, they value you as a person of principle. This quality can lead others to look up to you as a moral guide, someone they can trust to make unbiased, fair decisions. Another invaluable way Stoicism enhances your value is by helping you set healthy boundaries. Stoics know the importance of saying no when necessary, of preserving their energy for what truly aligns with their values and responsibilities. In a world where many people feel overburdened, pressured, or taken advantage of, the ability to set clear boundaries stands out. When you maintain your limits with respect and clarity, people come to value and respect those boundaries. They see that you are firm in your priorities and not easily swayed into commitments that don't align with your purpose. This boundary setting doesn't create distance. Rather, it shows others that you respect yourself, and in turn, they come to respect you even more. By preserving your energy for meaningful contributions, people value the quality of your presence and contributions, knowing that when you do show up, you're fully present and committed. Then there's the way Stoicism encourages gratitude, especially toward others. While Stoics focus on self-reliance, they also acknowledge and appreciate the positive contributions others make in their lives. When you express gratitude, not in a grandiose way, but in simple, genuine acknowledgements, people feel seen and valued. This gratitude isn't just about saying thank you, it's about recognizing and appreciating others' efforts and kindness. People begin to value your presence because they know that their efforts don't go unnoticed. They feel valued in your company because they see that you truly appreciate what they bring into your life. This mutual appreciation builds a positive cycle, as people are naturally drawn to those who recognize and affirm their contributions. Stoicism also brings an enduring sense of courage, which influences how others see you, especially during times of hardship. Stoics view courage as a core virtue, pushing themselves to face challenges with bravery, regardless of the potential difficulties. When people observe you consistently choosing courage over comfort, they respect that resilience. Whether it's taking on a challenging task, voicing an uncomfortable truth, or standing by your principles, your courage resonates with those around you. People come to value you not only for your strength, but for the inspiration that courage provides. In a world where many people shy away from adversity, your willingness to face it head-on builds admiration and respect. People are reassured by your presence, knowing that you're someone who won't abandon your values even when things get tough. A Stoic's approach to communication also stands out, helping to build a deeper level of respect and value among others. Stoicism emphasizes clarity, honesty, and restraint in speech. Instead of talking excessively or using words carelessly, Stoics focus on speaking meaningfully and purposefully. When others experience your thoughtful communication, they recognize that you don't waste words or engage in gossip. They value that you speak with intention, only contributing to conversations that are constructive and meaningful. Your restraint and honesty create a safe space for others, allowing them to feel that conversations with you are authentic, free from judgment or unnecessary complexity. This respectful way of speaking leaves an impression, making people value your words and look forward to conversations with you. Stoicism also encourages finding purpose in service to others, an approach that subtly makes you invaluable to those around you. Stoics believe in contributing positively to society and supporting others wherever possible. This doesn't mean grand gestures, rather, it's about small, meaningful acts that benefit others without expecting anything in return. When people see that you consistently offer help, whether by lending a hand or offering thoughtful advice, they feel your genuine concern and value for their well-being. Your willingness to serve selflessly builds a strong foundation of respect and admiration, because people recognize that you're not acting out of ego or personal gain. Instead, they see you as someone who genuinely wants the best for them, someone they can count on in times of need. Another aspect that sets Stoics apart is their relationship with material wealth and status. Stoics are not defined by their possessions or titles. They see these as fleeting external factors. When people observe your contentment with simplicity and your indifference to social status, they sense that you're grounded in values that go beyond surface-level achievements. This detachment from materialism and ego-driven success makes people respect you for who you are rather than for what you have. In a society where many seek validation through wealth and status, your focus on inner virtues rather than external success is refreshing. People come to value you as a person of substance, someone whose worth isn't tied to wealth but to character. This Stoic detachment extends to handling criticism gracefully. Stoics don't see criticism as a personal attack, but as an opportunity for reflection and improvement. When people see that you can accept criticism calmly, without defensiveness, it builds respect. They know that you're someone who values growth over ego, someone willing to learn and adapt without taking things personally. This attitude makes people feel comfortable giving you honest feedback because they know you won't react negatively. Instead, you're open to understanding different perspectives and improving where needed. This openness makes people value your presence, as they see you as a person committed to personal growth, someone who doesn't let pride block the path to becoming better. The Stoic practice of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't fosters an atmosphere of acceptance and peace around you. Stoics know that many aspects of life are beyond their influence, and they choose not to waste energy on things they can't change. This attitude of acceptance doesn't make you passive. Rather, it makes you realistic and centered. When others see that you're not constantly worrying or fretting over things beyond your control, they feel a sense of calm in your presence. They value you as someone who isn't easily rattled, someone who doesn't let external events disturb their peace. This perspective not only provides comfort to those around you, but also serves as a model, showing them that they too can find peace by focusing on what truly matters. Expanding further, Stoicism encourages a type of silent strength that deeply impacts how others perceive you. This strength isn't about physical prowess or an overt display of confidence, but rather an inner resilience, an ability to stand firm even when things get difficult. When people see you maintaining your inner strength, especially during turbulent times, they naturally admire and respect you. This calm, steady strength provides a foundation for others, giving them something solid to lean on in moments of crisis or instability. You become the person they turn to when they feel uncertain, someone whose presence alone reassures them. This silent strength is rare, and as it builds a quiet admiration from others, you find that people value you deeply for your ability to hold steady when the ground beneath everyone else seems to shake. Stoicism also fosters a sense of discretion, which is invaluable in a world filled with oversharing and impulsive transparency. Stoics practice discernment in what they share and with whom, respecting boundaries and understanding the importance of privacy. When others notice that you handle information responsibly, keeping private matters confidential and refraining from gossip, it builds a deep sense of trust. People begin to feel safe confiding in you, knowing that their vulnerabilities are respected. This discretion makes people value you as someone who respects their boundaries, someone who can hold space for them without breaching their trust. In an environment where privacy can feel like a rare commodity, your ability to keep confidences and honor discretion stands out as a quality people cherish and respect. Furthermore, Stoicism promotes the practice of detachment from praise and criticism alike, allowing you to remain steady regardless of others' opinions. People notice this equanimity, how you don't get overly excited by compliments or deflated by criticism, and it makes you appear grounded and secure in your values. When people see that you're not easily swayed by external validation, they respect you more. They value you as someone who doesn't need approval to feel worthy and isn't thrown off by criticism. This independence from external validation creates a sense of self-sufficiency that others admire, as it shows that you're living in alignment with your own principles rather than shifting to match others' expectations. People are drawn to this stability because it radiates a rare self-assurance, an unshakable confidence in your purpose. Another subtle but profound way Stoicism adds value to how others perceive you is through the art of listening. Stoics emphasize the importance of understanding over merely being understood. When you're a good listener, someone who genuinely hears others without interrupting or inserting your own agenda, it makes people feel valued in your presence. This kind of listening, one where you're focused on understanding the other person's point of view without judgment, creates a safe, open space for others to express themselves freely. People value you as someone who respects their thoughts, ideas, and emotions. This level of attentive listening can be transformative in relationships as it builds a foundation of mutual respect, making people feel deeply valued and seen. Stoicism also teaches the power of simplicity, an approach that can elevate how others see you in ways they might not consciously recognize. By avoiding unnecessary complications, by being straightforward in your words and actions, you bring a sense of clarity to situations. When you live with simplicity, prioritizing what is truly important over what's frivolous, people feel more at ease around you. They see that you're not caught up in pretenses or superficialities, that your values are rooted in something real and meaningful. This simplicity invites authenticity, making others feel comfortable being themselves around you. They value you as someone who brings calm and clarity, as someone who doesn't complicate things but instead sees life as it is. Alongside simplicity is the Stoic commitment to living a life of purpose and meaning. Stoicism encourages us to approach life with intentionality, making choices that align with our highest values and long-term goals. This sense of purpose isn't about grandiose ambition, it's about making choices with clear, meaningful intention. When others observe this in you, they see someone driven not by fleeting desires, but by a deeper, more meaningful pursuit. They begin to value your sense of purpose, recognizing that you're guided by something larger than yourself. This dedication to a life of purpose inspires others, often prompting them to reflect on their own goals and values. You become a source of motivation, someone they respect, because you don't just live for yourself. You live for a purpose that resonates far beyond individual desires. Stoicism also encourages adaptability, teaching us to flow with life's changes rather than resist them. This adaptability isn't passive, it's a resilient openness to adjusting course when necessary without compromising on core values. People notice when you can pivot gracefully, handling life's twists and turns without complaint or rigid resistance. This flexibility is refreshing, as it shows that you're not stuck in your ways, but are willing to adjust to new realities. This adaptability makes people value you as someone who can handle change with a positive attitude, someone who doesn't let obstacles create bitterness, but instead finds new ways forward. They see you as resilient and open-minded, a person who can thrive in various circumstances, which makes you valuable in both personal and professional relationships. A Stoic's commitment to moral courage also plays a crucial role in building respect and admiration from others. Moral courage is the strength to do what's right, even when it's difficult or unpopular. When others see you stand by your principles, defending what's just and fair even when it's inconvenient, it creates a lasting impression. People respect and value this kind of courage because it shows integrity and a commitment to higher values. In a world where people often choose the easy path over the right one, your willingness to act on moral conviction, even when it requires personal sacrifice, becomes a source of admiration. People value your presence because they know you'll stand up for what's right, inspiring them to consider their own principles more deeply. Stoicism also enhances your relationships by fostering a sense of gratitude that is not just inward, but directed toward others. Stoics practice gratitude for the small everyday interactions, recognizing that every person who crosses our path has something to teach us. This gratitude is often expressed subtly, but when people notice that you appreciate even the simplest gestures, it makes them feel valued. This approach brings an atmosphere of warmth and connection to your relationships, as others sense that you don't take them for granted. By appreciating people sincerely, you build deeper connections, and they begin to value you for making them feel truly seen and appreciated. Stoicism teaches patience with others' journeys. Each person grows at their own pace, with unique challenges and lessons along the way. Stoics understand that it's not our role to force others to grow or to judge their progress. When others experience your patience, especially when they're struggling or learning, it creates a foundation of acceptance and understanding. People feel comfortable around you, knowing that they won't be rushed or judged for their pace of growth. This patience builds a respectful, supportive environment, allowing others to feel valued just as they are, without pressure to be someone they're not. They come to value you for your ability to give them space to evolve, appreciating the respect and patience you extend to their personal journey. Through these practices, Stoicism doesn't just enhance how others see you, it fundamentally transforms the way they experience their time with you. As they witness your consistency, resilience, gratitude, and integrity, they come to cherish and value your presence on a deep level. Stoicism teaches us that the highest value we can offer others isn't material or status-based. It's rooted in character, virtue, and unwavering respect for both ourselves and the people around us. In embracing Stoic virtues, you naturally cultivate qualities that make you a person of depth, strength, and integrity, someone truly valued by those around you. Through resilience, humility, empathy, and a steady commitment to purpose, you become a source of inspiration and comfort, creating meaningful connections rooted in respect and genuine understanding. By leading a life of purpose, wisdom, and quiet strength, you not only enrich your own experience, but also leave a lasting positive impact on those who share in it. If you found this exploration of Stoicism valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us on this journey toward a life guided by timeless wisdom and enduring principles, and stay connected for more insights that elevate both mind and spirit. Thank you for watching.